Hey, MacDowin here. Today we are taking a look at the 4-inch Fortnite action figure Sludge from Jazwares. I got this in a bundle from Amazon for $14.99, and as you can see, it comes with a couple loot sharks up there, and we will look at those in a different video, not this video. Real quick, I'm going to slice this sucker open. I'm going to take these things out, toss them to the side, pull Sludge out here, and set these off to the side. We'll dump these down here. We'll get to them later, and there is the box in much better. So these new boxes, these are like even newer than the previous ones that we got. It looks the same as the last few, 4 or 5 figures I've done, but on the right side, or the left side, I guess, right there, you can see that it has something new. It says Solo Mode, Series 15. Not really sure where they're getting the 15 from, but anyway. And this is figure 156. They are definitely adding some new numbers to the boxes here. It's kind of interesting. We'll flip that thing around in as creative fashion and way as we can. So here's the back of the box. Sludge, drippy, and dangerous. The cross sale is right here, and I don't know about you, but I am most excited for the Paradigm. Contract Gillers coming in a Supply Llama, Shark Henchman, and Chest. We'll get to that soon. And we just talked about Fade. And down at the bottom is the barcode for those who want to see it. Alright, it's time to get this figure out of his box. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and please subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos. If you want to help the channel out and you play Fortnite, please feel free to add my creator code to your Epic account. It's MacDowin. Sludge is a Slurp series skin, and he's part of the Slurp Squad set. Released in Chapter 2, Season 1, this skin was part of the Battle Pass at Tier 20. To get the Sludge character that we see here, a player had to complete the Rippley's Alter Ego challenges. This figure is number 156 from the Jazwares 4-inch action figure line. He comes with the Sludgehammer harvesting tool. This is actually pretty neat. It's really basic, but it has this neatness. It's very slick feeling, and I think there's a very slight bit of translucent red to it. I can't quite see. I can't see my finger through it, but I'm down here. I can a little bit, so I think if you've got enough light aimed through this, this might have a hint of translucency. Is that a word? I don't know. But I like this. This is a pretty basic, pretty cool looking harvesting tool just right there. Anyway, this figure is a little over 4 inches tall. I'll bring in the Grotto Henchman so you can kind of give it an idea of how tall he is. I'm not sure if he's exactly 4.5 inches tall or if he's quite to that level. I don't have my tape measure here to show you. But as you can see, his legs are spread a little bit and the henchman's are straight down. He's a little bit taller if I can get his legs to just kind of go straight like that. So anyway, but he has the 28 points of articulation that most figures do, and it's a really neat figure. I really like this figure. The head actually he may have 27 points of articulation. I don't know. It depends on how they count this head. The head rotates back and forth, does not bob up and down. His arms rotate around like that. My shoulders on this figure are really stiff, so I'm not going to bend it. I got to heat this thing up, but the shoulders do go up and down. The elbow has a rotation and a hinge. The wrist has a rotation and a hinge. These all work great. He's got the torso movement, so he can lean back about like that and go forward about that far, and he can wiggle around a little bit like that. He can do the hokey pokey. Anyway, his waist rotates quite well. If you want him to do the splits, well, his legs only go up about that far. If you want him to sit, well, he's not sitting in any of the vehicles. That's about as far as he goes forward. I'm not really sure if it's the hindrance around his belt or what. But yeah, it may be. It looks like it might be. He has a thigh rotation. He has double pin at the knee, as best as you can see, for his legs not going up. And finally, rotation and hinge at the ankle. It's a cool figure. It is a pretty cool figure, I think. We'll bring in Rippley here real quick. You can kind of see a difference. Let me do something to Rippley here real quick. I'll tell you what I'm doing here in just a moment. Maybe. Okay, there we go. So there he is standing side by side with Rippley. Okay, he's standing. Rippley is not. I didn't get him properly positioned. But there you go, Rippley and Sludge. Now, if we could just get the purple Rippley, that would be pretty cool to complete this character's skin set, or sets of styles. But they're really pretty cool. So yeah, overall, I'm already to the overall thought here. When I first saw Rippley, I was really excited because we were getting this brand new, larger style figure. Here's the henchman again. Well, cat's out of the bag there. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But yeah, it's a much larger figure than what we are used to seeing from the Jazwares figures. It was pretty cool. And it holds over, I think, to the Sludge figure. I still like this bigger, a little bit different body style than what they usually put out. I like that it's actually larger than some of the figures. And I think there's a few figures that we've gotten in the past that really could have used a larger style. Maybe they didn't do that because they were going to reuse parts of it. I just keep knocking these things around. Reuse parts of it for other figures? I don't know. Brutus, Meowscles, those are a couple that should have been probably Sludge and Rippley size. So, but I think this is a great representation of these figures from the game. Now, one problem that I had, you've already seen, with Rippley, is that came off. I set him down into a container. Didn't really set him. I mean, I set him, you know, like that, maybe. And that popped off his, I don't know what you call this like shell helmet shell thing, whatever. So this is what Rippley looks like, actually, without it. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of interesting. I was hoping you could maybe pop this off and maybe put another head on just for fun. And I haven't tried that just because I haven't wanted to. So the gist of what I'm getting at is, if you can get this on correctly, is that hopefully this is much better at staying on. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let's see, right about there. If you look at Rippley, mine seems to be a little bit like smoked or fogged. It's not completely clear. This one, the Sludge figure, is really clear. That's a really clear helmet or shell or whatever you want to call it. And this one isn't. I don't know if that's, there are some things going on and this was weaker. It wasn't manufactured great. If you see there's a little black spot here, well, that has to do, I guess, with when they put it on, because there's a bit of a smudge on his right eye. And it's like right there as well. So I don't know if I had some slight defects or slight manufacturing issues with my Rippley figure. Could be. I may have to get another one. But I hope Sludge holds up better than Rippley has. I like these figures and I think they're really pretty cool. I say holds up as he falls over. So stand up people here, stand up. Now it's your turn. What do you think about this figure, or these figures, I guess? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And before you head out, if you haven't already, check out my review of the Blurry Grotto Henchman. Let's see if I can get him a little less blurry. Check that video out in the lower left hand corner where I open up all the chests. One of my favorite figures so far. I really like this guy. So anyway, thank you for watching, and please like this video and share it everywhere. It really does help the channel to grow. I will see you in the next video.